Hello everyone, welcome back to the 7 Days of Twisted. Today is day 4, and as many of you know, I'm sure, the holiday event came out. So the Christmas 2025 event came out, so we're going to jump right in with the join button. I have not played it at all. This is my first time getting on Twisted since last night. I'm recording this. It is currently 4:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, or something like that, and it is Sunday, December 21st, so I haven't played since before the update came. So we're going to get into this. I have seen some snapshots of things you can do. I know there are NWS quests because I watched the trailer, and you can also make your own probes apparently, and I think that sounds really cool. So we're just going to wait for this to load. I will be back with you all once we are in. I've loaded and I'm going to go ahead and spin for our daily reward. I would like to apologize if my voice sounds a little bit under the weather. I have had a little bit of a cough, thankfully. I am getting better, but we'll try our best with this video, and I'm going to go ahead and spawn in Hazleton because I want to see what quest we can do at the National Weather Service. I can already see that it is lit up with lights. I'm not really worried about chasing in this video, but we'll look at the thermos when those load. It says talk to the NWS employee at the National Weather Service Hazleton office. So we're going to go ahead and talk to the NPC. It says, hey, we need some help. The shed out back didn't survive the blizzard. Okay, so that shed was actually featured in the first day of the 7 Days of Twisted, I believe. So they were in the middle of building a new probe, but the sensors got scattered everywhere when the shed collapsed. There were two sensors, but they haven't been able to locate them. They were likely buried in the snow pile, so we need to dig them out, it looks like. Dig around for the missing sensor. So this is day 1, so I'm assuming that this is a quest that goes on throughout the course of multiple days. I'm not sure why not sure why the money or anything won't load, but it looks like it has loaded, and wow, we have 0 risk the next 3 days. None, none, and none. 0 cape, 219 SRH. Lapse rates in the first 3 kilometers are 0.6, PWAT's 0, so those storms, if there are any, they're going to be very photogenic. There's really no thermals to support them. You can see the entire map has snow on it. Very nice. And here's our shed, so it has definitely collapsed. So I'm assuming we need to go in here and... oh, no, it's in the green box. So we need to start digging out here. So I guess we just move around and dig until I find a probe thing. So I'm going to dig for a while, and I'm going to speed this clip up, but then once I find something, I will get back with you all. Okay, so we just got a notification pop up in the bottom right corner. You can see it says, you found a sensor, return it to the NWS employees. I think that's the first one we found. I might have missed the notification for the first one, hopefully not. But that didn't take too long. I was probably doing that for a couple minutes. Thought I would have been there a lot longer. So we'll take that back to her. So no way you found one, but you were only able to find one, question mark. Well, great work. Talk to me whenever you are ready, and we should have more information on the missing sensor. So I'm ready. We still haven't figured out what happened to the missing sensor, but there's something else we need help with in the meantime. Our shipment of probe shell materials got delayed because the blizzard knocked out power at TV2 Guys HQ, which is the garage where you can go repair your stuff. That's in 10 Strike. We've been given special permission to search through the crates there and recover 3 components we need. Once you find a part, bring it to the workbench inside HQ. After you've collected all 3, assemble the shell and return to me. Thanks again for your help. Head over to 10 Strike to reach TV2 Guys HQ. Alright, so I'm going to head over to 10 Strike, and I will be back with you all when I get there. We'll actually, you know what, we'll go in the KSWB Mobile Weather Lab, just because why not? And I'm just going to do a time lapse while we drive through snowy Hazleton. So I will be back with you all once we are at TV2 Guys HQ in 10 Strike. Okay, so we are coming up on Tiv 2 Guys HQ here in 10 Strike. So I believe we needed to find 3 components of a probe or something like that. Okay, so we'll go ahead and park right here. So you can see Tiv 2 Guy Radar Technologies. I'm assuming we just go here through this front entrance. And maybe we need to go in here. Not quite sure. Maybe it's in Tiv 2 Guy's office. Nope. Where do we need to go? I believe this is the counter where you can design your probes. But I'm not sure what we need to do. Because these service windows, or these service garages, take you into the same building. Don't really see much. And if we go back in here, maybe it has something to do with these boxes, actually. Yes, it does. We have to search the crates, I remember now. It was because I was in cinematic mode, and that messes it up. I did not find a component, it says, so I guess it'll tell us when we find a component. I found 1/3 of the components, alright. So I'm going to continue searching. I'll let you guys know when I have all 3 components. Alright, so I guess we'll circle back to these ones. We still need 2 more components. I think I'm not searching some of them fully. I don't hold E for long enough. I need to wait for the pop-up. That's my bad. So none in there. Guess this one doesn't have a pop-up. Do none of them want a pop-up? That's the garage. Now I'm just not getting the notifications. That's weird. Yeah, half of them don't even have the button anymore. I'm not in cinematic mode, so that might be some sort of glitch, or maybe not all of them are searchable. I'm not quite sure. But we've searched all of them. So we're probably going to move on to the next aspect of this update, so I will see you all when we get there. Okay, so it turns out that I had to finish finding all 3 components in these boxes in order to do the next thing, which is assembling the shell, which is how you make your probe, I believe. So we're gonna go ahead and assemble the shell. Probe shell assembled, pick up the shell and return it to the NWS employee. So I believe this is our shell. Yep, there we go. So we will pick up the shell and take it over. So that's a pretty cool probe. It's a Christmas probe. It's got Christmas lights on it, and it is red and green on the bottom. So we are going to drive back over to the National Weather Service, and I will return that to the NWS employee. So we'll do a time lapse of driving there because I want to see Hazleton lit up at night, and I'm sure you guys do as well. Back here at the National Weather Service, I'm going to go ahead and talk to the NPC. Already assembled, that's amazing. You've been an incredible help. We think we've figured out what happened to the missing sensor, and we will give you all the information whenever I'm ready. So, thanks for coming back. After reviewing the footage, we were able to identify the culprit behind the last missing sensor. Someone driving a Chevron 454 SS stole it a couple hours after the blizzard collapsed the shed. We don't know where they went, but they should be somewhere near Almora. So, does that mean we need to go to Almora? I believe so. So I'm going to drive to Almora, and I will see you guys back there. Okay, so I just searched the little housing area of Almora. I think there's around 5 houses over there. Now we're gonna come up on this barn because I have a feeling this is where the person could be. I didn't see them in Almora, and it said in the area of Almora, so maybe they're here. Let's go look inside here. Nope, nobody. Oh, almost had the glitch where the vehicle tries to drive off. Now we're having the issue where sometimes it just stalls. So maybe they're near one of these grain bins, but I don't think so. We might have to go check back in Almora. Maybe I missed something. Could be on the dirt road that goes south. I'm honestly not too sure. Maybe if I look at this map. Find the driver of a Chevron 454 SS who stole the sensor. They were last seen near Almora. I mean, I guess technically they may not be in Almora, but I don't get why they would make them not in Almora, because that would be kind of hard to find. Maybe we go into houses? I'm not too sure, honestly. If it's letting me claim the houses, then I have a feeling it's probably not one of those, because why would they be in my house? Could be north of Almora. That would actually make sense, I guess, because it's a little bit north towards Hazleton. So we'll go north and then we'll check south, and I will be back with you guys when I find them. After a little bit of research, I found out that the guy is on one of the interstate ramps. I'm assuming it's in this area, or actually maybe it's north on this exit that goes west to Hazleton or east to 10 Strike, but we'll look down here first just because this is adjacent to Almora. It's just to the east, or west a little bit, excuse me. It's not on one of these two ramps, maybe one of the southern ramps, and I think I see something down there. I believe that's a vehicle. Yes, it is. Alright. So there's that truck. We need to get this probe back. So there's this guy. Do I need to talk to him or something? Yes. Talk to NPC. Hey, as you could tell, I am stuck. If you could find me a shovel, I can make it worth your time. Make it quick, I got places to be. Okay, so we need to find a shovel. Give the snow shovel to the driver. I don't know where we find a shovel, though. Not quite sure. Okay, so I was confused where you have to get a shovel. It says, you think you found the person and they're stuck in a ditch. Well, here's the shovel again. We hope you actually found the right person. Turns out you have to go back to the National Weather Service in order to get the shovel. I just want to clear that up for anybody who had the same struggle that I did trying to find the shovel, but I will see you all back in Almora. Before we go back to Almora, I just want to note how awesome this is. They actually added the northern lights. You could see them above Hazleton right now. And then with the Christmas decorations too, it looks like they turned off, or they're not as bright anymore because it is becoming day, but that is just awesome. Great job, devs, with that. Look at that, the northern lights in Twisted, and there's just snow as far as the eye can see. I really love this update. It's unfortunate that we can't chase on this map, because if you look at the risks, it is not good at all. There's pretty much no chance for a storm to even form rotation, so not really a way to chase on this map, which is unfortunate. But once again, I will see you all back in Almora. Alright, so we're getting back to this guy here in Almora, or in the Almora area. We've got a shovel, so now we have to dig him out. Let's see what he says. Thank you, pal. This will work great. All I have is this. You'll probably get more use out of it than I would. Anyways, I've got to get myself out of this mess. See ya. You were given the sensor, return it to the NWS employee. So we are going to... I just now noticed while I was editing that the recording randomly ended in that last clip you just saw, but I was just going to say that we are going back to the National Weather Service in Hazleton to return the sensor, and that I would be back with you all once we were there. Okay, so I made it back to the National Weather Service. We have the sensor, so I've got to return that. She says, wow, we are impressed you were able to find the stolen sensor. Come back tomorrow and we should have the probe assembled and ready for calibration. So they're going to make me my probe, I believe. that is going to be the end of the quest part of this video. The last thing I want to go over is the new vehicles in this update. So I know that we have a new interceptor. You can see the UTAV or the UTAV. So this thing has a max speed of 110 like the TIV2 and the Dominator 3 and many other vehicles. Off-road goes 70. The acceleration is 200. Fuel economy is 9. Fuel capacity is 26. Deployment speed is 14. That's what matters most to a lot of people, along with off-road stuff. So that's pretty good, actually. I think that's similar to the Dominator 3, if I'm not mistaken, a little bit quicker than the TIV2. And the probe capacity with this is has 2 seats, so that's a little bit less than some of the other interceptors, but certainly a solid vehicle. I have heard that it's only available inside the holiday game mode right now, and that makes me not want to purchase it just because there won't be any chasing in this holiday game version. But once it is in the real version, I will be purchasing it. I'll probably purchase it in tomorrow's video. So that means day 5 of the 7 Days of Twisted. We will be back completing the quest because we are supposed to check back tomorrow. I also noticed, I'm not sure if this is new, but I believe this is new, the 2002 variant of the tornado attack, and there's probably some other vehicles that I missed. So if there were, comment below and we'll look at those in tomorrow's video. But with that being said, that is going to be the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.